Hey guys, you pumped to learn about real estate? This video is all about your primary residence, where you live. I'm gonna share with you the first property I ever bought. If you don't have a house yet, this video is for you, so pay attention and get ready to buy one now. If you already have a home, pay attention as we're going to get into your ideal primary residence. And you may be living in it, or you may not be. My first house was a piece of crap, to put it lightly. However, on my income of $30,000 a year and my student debt that I had from living it up down in Australia, I did not have a lot of options. I really wanted to get out of my parents' house to be a grown-up. Well, and for other reasons that a young man wants to be out on his own. The only way I could afford the mortgage payments was by having someone else help me pay for it. I was looking for a duplex or a triplex. This is a home with 2 duplex or 3 triplex separate self-contained units in it. They have separate entrances and exits, kitchens, bathrooms. It's like a mini apartment building. When I found one, to say it needed some work would be an understatement. Was it my dream house? Absolutely not. But it would get me where I wanted to go and give me options. It was an old Victorian style 2.5-story house with a 2-bedroom unit on the 2nd and 3rd floor and a separate main floor apartment. Jackpot. I could rent out the upstairs for $850 per month, which would cover almost all of my mortgage payment at the time, and live in the main floor unit. When I purchased this house, I also knew that eventually when I moved out of it, I would keep it and move into my next house, as I would rent out my unit and the upstairs one and actually make money every month. More about this in the next video on rentals. Now, because I cashed out all of my RRSPs for my clothing empire that went down in flames, I had almost no money to purchase a place. At the time, I took a 0 down payment mortgage from my bank at a rate of 6.75%, which in today's standards is more than double current interest rates. I had to save up the closing costs, which are the legal charges, as you need a lawyer in order to close the transaction, and land transfer taxes. These account to approximately 2% of the purchase price. In my case, I purchased the house for $160,000, so I had to save up about $3,200, which I saved up between my long-term savings for spending and my investing account together. Now, let me fast forward here for a couple of reasons. You may be saying it is impossible to purchase a house for that price today and under those conditions. However, when I sold the house the year I turned 35 in order to pay off the balance on my mortgage on my beautiful $1 million house I live in today, I sold it for $475,000. That's almost 3 times what the purchase price was. And the rents were in the neighborhood of $1,500 per month for the bigger unit, the 2nd and 3rd floor, and $1,100 per month for the smaller unit I used to live in. Not only had the price gone up, but the rents had gone up significantly as well. This equation would still work today if I were to purchase the same house and do exactly what I did when I was in my early 20s. I would have had to come up with more money, as there is no 0 down payment mortgage today. However, for you naysayers, look how much you are saving in interest today opposed to what I had to pay. Find a reason to move, not to stay. Do not find an excuse that it will not work for you, as if you try hard enough, you will. Find a place and make it work. It may not be in an area that you love. However, the longer you hold on to the property, the better off you will be. Now, I know real estate is more expensive now than when I purchased my house when I was 24. However, the numbers still work and must be based on your personal situation. If you already own a house, I want you to have a serious look at your budget again. Remember that budget thing we did in lesson 1? You better still be doing that. Your ideal primary residence should have you at 35% of your necessities for your mortgage payment, your utilities, property taxes, and so on. If you are living in a house that is more than this, it should have rental income as well. If you're serious about this mission, you have to make some serious changes. This may mean selling your house and purchasing something that is more within your means for a period of 5 years. This may not be an easy task, as you may have a spouse or a partner that is on a completely different page than you are. And if that is the case, you need to sell them on the idea of choosing a freedom lifestyle. You may have kids. You may have a really tough situation that you believe you cannot change. I believe you can change any situation. It just takes action to do it. The level of commitment you have to change will be reflected in the level of choices you make. Be strong and committed. You can do it. Here's your accountability assignment. Go to the forums section and download my ideal principal residence form. Again, the mission is about making some serious choices. If you want to condense your hard working years, then these are the choices you're gonna have to make. One thing is for sure, if you not do the work and follow the lessons, you are never allowed to complain about having to go to work again. As you had the choice and you chose the path of least resistance, which in turn gave you the most long-term pain. In this form, you're gonna find out your ideal primary residence based on your income and your mission goals. If you follow this template and find a home in this range, you will be on your way. In the next video, we're gonna talk about rental properties. This is a real hot topic today, and we're gonna simplify it for you and give you some guidelines to follow. Keep up the work. I believe in you guys, and make this a fabulous day.